Hey, this is JC at JC's Comics and More, your pop culture superstore at 6725 West Central Avenue. That is Toledo, Ohio 43617, 419-531-6097. JC's Comics and More at hotmail.com. JC's Comics and More on Instagram. Find the Facebook link in the description below. This is Saturday, the 24th of February, and I just bought a new huge horror collection just a couple of days ago off of a good friend of mine, and all kinds of great stuff in this collection. We're going to be looking at some of that stuff here in a little bit. Like I said, all kinds of great things in this collection. We're going to be looking at a few of the items because there's way too much to try to look at as far as trying to get it all, trying to take it all in. There's lots of Linsner Dawn prints, signed Dawn prints, and other stuff, because that's not Dawn, that's Lilith, but lots of Linsner prints. This is only a drop in the bucket of what he has as far as the Dawn prints go. We've got all kinds of Army of Darkness. I probably won't do a complete video on that, but all kinds of stuff, including lots of the variant covers. He bought a lot of stuff off me. This all pretty much came from buying stuff off me over the years. A bunch of the Angels and Spikes photo covers, Rob Zombie stuff, Satanica from Glenn Danzig, Vampirillas. We got Wormwood, Gentleman Corpse, Vampies. Let's see here. Oh, look, there's Sasha. She was the spokesmodel for Vampirella for a long time. She was in a few movies like Shallow Hal, and there's a few other movies. It was she was cool. I've always enjoyed seeing Sasha. But got some Jim Ballant, Witch of the Black Roses. There's The Nail by Rob Zombie and Steve Niles. Devil's Rejects. This was limited to 1,000 copies. I was one of the 100 retailers in the country that got those. There's only 10 retailers, or only 100. We got 10 copies each. Again, got photo covers on a lot of these Angels. We got 30 Days of Nights. There's a Joe Jusko, Vampirella. I think that was Buzz that did that. There's a Amanda Connor Vampy there. Linsner Dawn Convention Sketchbook. Dawn #1. Death Dealer variants. More limited Dawns. Again, photo covers. But right now, let's go to this group here. We got some of the some Faust by David Quinn and Tim Vigil. This is the stuff they did for Avatar here. We do have some regular Rebel Studios Fausts as well. Just go through these things a little quickly. We got multiple copies on some of these as well. Got Wrath, 77 Wrath, Zero. These things, I believe, have never been collected. Horn book. This next one here, let's see how much of the cover can I show on this next one. Let's see here. It's got Claire, and let's see. That's about as far as I can show that. And we can go this here, and that's about as much as we can show on that. We've got Act 12s. I've got several of these. I've got one number 13. Got a Tim Vigil Web Witch. That was something that Tim did on his own. We've got Texas Chainsaw Massacre issues also that he had, and some of them are the, as you can see, it's in much like the Lady Death that came out from Avatar. This is the platinum foil or silver foil, limit to 1,500 copies. A New Line poster signed by Brian Polito. Brian was writing this, I believe, at the time. There's another one, limited to 1,200 copies. You've got the Grind, look at that. And that was limited to 1,200 copies on the platinum. This was a die cut cover, as was that one. Here we've got another one of these, limited to 800 copies. This was a leather edition. I'm not sure what it was limited to, but a leather edition. You've got that cover, and then there's two different. You've got a red foil, and then you've got the platinum foil. That was 2,000. Signed by Brian Polito and Jason Burrows. The red foil is 1,500 copies. That's a glow-in-the-dark cover. This was a wraparound cover. And that's the only issue he bought from the Wildstorm edition. I'm going to pause and we're going to grab the next group of comics. Okay, we've got Nightmare on Elm Street. This is a platinum foil cover. And limit to 850. This is a red leather cover. Fear book. We've got this cover here. He had put it, that's obviously, that's not what that is, not the preview. We've got some other Nightmare on Elm Street. This is from the special. There's a red foil, limit to 1,500. There's some other Nightmare on Elm Street. These are hard to find. That's a die-cut cover. There's another platinum foil. I'm not sure what that's limited to. There's another die-cut cover. In fact, there's two of those. Then we go to Jason X. That's a silver foil cover. And then we get to Jason himself, Friday the 13th. That's a special. These are all specials. Special number 1. That's a glow-in-the-dark cover. Actually, that one might not be. Let me pull this out and have a look, see what exactly. Nope, that one's not. Well, let me see if it's. That one has sort of a silver foil to it, but it does not seem to be limited. This one here I know was limited. We've got a green leather cover there for Friday the 13th, the Fear book. You got Bloodbath. A few of these issues. There's a limited one. I didn't pull these out to see what they were limited to, but probably between 500 and 1,500 copies. There you got that one also. That's a die-cut cover. Jason, Friday the 13th, Jason versus Jason X. That's a gold foil. And you've got this one also. And we're going to grab the next group. And we'll go ahead and conclude the video. This one here, we'll do a few more videos with a lot of the stuff. One just on the Chaos stuff, and one just on the Lady Death stuff from Avatar. And again, there are plenty of special covers with this as well. Let's see if I can find a few of these really special covers quickly. Brian Pulido's Lady Death. There we go. There's a foil cover there. There's a gold foil one. And then there's the silver foil of the same one. And I'll debag some of these so you can get to see them up close. But we have some of the Marvel Zombies comics, including their first appearance in Ultimate Fantastic Four 21. That's the, I believe it was the 1 in 10 variant. There's 22, 23. Then we jump to 30 when they came back. Bought multiple copies of 30 at that point. This was a special variant. I think this might have been a 1 in 10, maybe a 1 in 25 variant. Takeoff on Fantastic Four #1. There's a special variant there. Might have been a 1 in 50. There's issue 31. Multiple copies on some of these. That doesn't mean that they're going to stick around, as long as some people might think. Takeoff on Fantastic Four #51. So 32. Those are Greg Land covers. He was doing the fantastic artwork at the time. Takeoff, first appearance of Puppet Master. Can't remember right off the top of my head what number that was. I want to say it was maybe 14 or 15. I'm probably wrong on that. Here's the handbook to Marvel Zombies. You've got the Dead Days one-shot, which is cool about this one-shot. Obviously, it's a takeoff on X-Men 1. And being a takeoff on X-Men 1, you have to, let me unfold this. You have to have it be a gatefold, double gatefold cover. So it's a takeoff on X-Men 1 by Jim Lee. But Jim never thought that his cover would become a zombie cover. This shows how Spidey was the first one to get bit, and then he ate Mary Jane and Aunt May. Written by Robert Kirkman. This stuff is so good. And then you had Marvel Zombies versus Army of Darkness. That's, of course, a takeoff on John Burns and Terry Austin's X-Men 137 cover. And then their cover on 141. Filet, sausage, rump roast, chow, brunch, appetizer. Great stuff. There's the second printing and takeoff on Captain America cover 1. Punching Hitler, knocking his head off. Here you got more Jim Lee covers. I believe that's, gosh, I want to say 168 of X-Men. But that's issue 2. Issue 3, the Death of Captain Marvel, Jim Starlin homage variant. That's the Superman versus Spider-Man Ross Andru homage. You don't see too many of those. That is Captain America 100, issue number 4 of Marvel Zombies versus Army of Darkness. Of course, you got Ash in there. You have to have Ash, right? And I think Marvel can never reprint these because they don't own the rights to Marvel of Darkness, or Army of Darkness. That's Wolverine number 1 by Frank Miller. And then we come back to the originals. This is the original Marvel Zombies that started it all. Of course, Amazing Fantasy 15. And these are Arthur Sudan covers, by the way. I've got people already inquiring on these issues. Avengers number 4 for Marvel Zombies 2. Hulk, Incredible Hulk number 340 for Marvel Zombies 3. And the Hulk has all kinds of eyeballs in his head. And so does Wolverine. Eyeballs making their rounds. X-Men number 1 for Marvel Zombies 4. Beast, as he's coming in, his hands are still attached to the trapeze as he comes ripping, his body comes ripping off that. Of course, Cyclops using his head, he's holding his head to shoot Magneto. And I think Magneto is still human, so that's why they want to eat him. And then Marvel Zombies 5, of course, The Amazing Spider-Man Annual 21, the wedding of Peter and Mary Jane. But he's already decided to take a bite out of the bride. And that's it. If you guys do like these videos, as always, be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notification, like, comment, and share. And I'll be doing more of these videos. And then also, just to let you know, bought another collection today. Not anything too special. A bunch of funny animal stuff from the 40s and 50s. Some not the greatest of shape. A lot of that stuff there. There's a bunch of Lone Rangers that were in here. There's the Lone Rangers Movie Story Plus, Captain Marvel Adventures number 49, Hit Comics with Kid Eternity number 42, Master Comics 64, Grand Slam 3 Aces, that's a Canadian comic. Coverless Airboy Volume 2 number 12. You've got Henry, you've got all funny comics, Girls Love, Josie's, and Archie number 17, Little Lulu's, all kinds of stuff here. I'll do a video devoted primarily to these as well. But other than that, thanks for watching.